campers, welcome back to our virtual day camp. This week we're continuing to focus on birds. In a moment we're going to get ready to make our fabulous sock owl craft. But before we do that, I wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit about owls. They are really cool birds, one of my all-time favorites. We don't get a chance to see them very often because they are awake at nighttime while we're sleeping, and then they sleep during the day while we're awake. That's why we don't get to see them very often. Animals that sleep during the day and are awake at nighttime are called nocturnal. Owls are a type of nocturnal animal. We have 3 owls that are the most commonly seen here in our county in Ohio. They are the barred owl. And when I say that, I'm saying barred, B-A-R-R-E-D. It gets its name because of the stripes or the bars that you can see on its feathers. Oftentimes when I say barred owl, people automatically assume that I'm saying barn, B-A-R-N, barn owl. But that's a completely different owl. I did bring one to show you. This is the barn owl. They are found in Ohio, but not up here in Northwest Ohio. They need very big open areas of grassland. You will typically find them down in southwestern Ohio, but they are state threatened. There's not very many that are around. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources started in the 1980s putting up some barn owl boxes, and that's helped the population increase, get bigger numbers. So that's an exciting idea. So around here we have barred owls, not necessarily barn owls. We also have this owl right here. It's called a great horned owl, and it gets its name because of these tufts of feathers at the top. They're called ear tufts, but they are not an owl's ear. They're just feathers that are up there. Owls' ears are actually located underneath the feathers right behind the eyes. They don't have ears like we do with all this extra skin and tissue around the ears. They're basically just holes that go into the head of the owl so that they can hear. Owls have incredible senses of hearing that helps them, that's an adaptation, that helps them to catch their prey at nighttime when it's super dark out and they can't see very well. The other owl that we have around here is this cute little tiny screech owl. This owl is as big as it's going to be. They're little guys, and they're around our neighborhoods as well. One way that you can tell that they are around is if you happen to hear their call at night. They all have different calls because they're all different kinds of birds. I have this interesting little machine here. It's called an identifier, and it can play the owl calls. I'm hoping that you'll be able to hear them. We'll give it a try. This is what the great horned owl sounds like. Sometimes people call it a hoot owl because it sounds like it's hooting. Let's see if we can hear it. Oh, we got mad at the end. Did you hear it? How about the screech owl, the little tiny screech owl? In my mind, it doesn't sound anything like an owl. Listen to this one. Some people say it sounds kind of like a horse whinnying. Do you think so? And how about the barred owl over here? Let's see if you can hear this one. There it is. Couldn't find it. Here's the barred owl. Some people think the call sounds like the owl is saying, "Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all?" See if you can hear that. Did you hear it? Yes! He keeps going. All right. So, if you ever wake up at night and you happen to hear one of those sounds, you know that it's the owl calling. The barn owl, I'm sorry, I confused myself. The barn owl has a different sound. I don't like its call. I want you to think about being in an old abandoned barn. That's where barn owls like to hang out and nest. And think about being in this old abandoned barn at nighttime, in the dark, all by yourself. And then you hear this. Ah! That sounds like somebody screaming. Oh my gosh, that scared me and I'd run out of that barn. That's crazy scary. I don't like that sound. So, anyways, how cool is that? Now you've learned a little bit about the 3 owls that we have in this area. The barred owl, the screech owl, and the great horned owl. Remember, we've already talked a little bit about some owl adaptations. Their curved beak, just like a crochet hook that they use to tear the meat of the prey, the animals that they catch. And we've talked about their claw, their talon adaptations, those talons that are really strong and have super sharp toenails to grab mice and little critters in order to eat. All right, I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit about owls. Let's get ready to make our craft. See you in a bit.